Hey, how's it going everybody? It's me, Scott. Thank you very much for joining us. As you can see, we're back. We're playing some more Dragon Eclipse. Last time out, we came to our hometown of Munger, and we found out that there's a portal. There's a path to the portal through the mountains. There's some things stealing sheep over here. Our aunt is in this building over here. We upgraded our Emberling, and then we had combat when we went to this location and found out the machines over here were being destroyed by sirens. And during that, we were able to tame the siren, who is now part of our team. Additionally, we got a token A to put in slot 2, so we'll just put that in there. You should inform the engineer about his problem being solved. So continue the exploration. We're going back to J8. If token B is in slot 1, it's not. If token A is in slot 1, it is.
The mood is...
Talk to the innkeeper. Approach the lonely man only if there is no token B in front of you. Approach the lonely man only if there is no token B in front of you. If you have local hero status part 4, we don't have that one. If you have empathy part 6, we do have that one. Sorry, I was just checking the sheet.
The mood is...
Yeah. Hold on. Why can I... If you have local hero part 4. If you have empathy part 6 and token 2 is slot 2 is empty. There, we don't have that one. If token A is in slot 2, it is. Sorry, that was me. I didn't read enough.
You inform the engineer that the sirens will not damage the pump anymore. Great. The man sighs with relief. Now I can fix it once and for all. I'll do it tomorrow, though. I'm too run down to even go there, let alone repair the machinery. Here, take this. It's for your effort. He gives you a small tool that resembles a pocket knife, but it is equipped with a lot of small cogwheels. The tool, strangely enough, seems to vibrate with power. I received it from a traveller, the engineer explains. I tried to figure out what its purpose is, and I gave up because I had never seen such technology. It may be that the knife has something to do with the portal, because it's been acting weird since it opened. And as you came here to close the gap, the tool should belong to you.
Oh no, it's going to belong to Schooled or whatever she's going to be called. She's called, right? Place a shadow token in front of you. You received a mechanical item vibrating with strange power. It may come in handy in the future. Gain the local hero status part 4. Yay. Okay, so all of those done. Continue the exploration. We are heading to J18, the mines.
You halt before the entrance to the mine. There is a mine cart loaded with slabs of iron. A man is resting on the grass next to it.
Approach the man. Go to script J45.
The man has broad shoulders and a dirty face. He stands up and smiles. I'm Bernard.
Yeah, we know you
are. And shakes your hand. A miner. What brings you here?
Oh, where are you from, Bernard? Sounds like you're from America. Ask what the situation is in the mine is like.
None of our mines are doing fine, Bernard admits. Nobody talks about it yet, but we are slowly running out of accessible resources, and digging deeper is dangerous even in normal times. And now, nobody wants to work. People are too scared to leave their homes. They barricade themselves in and dwell on some trumped-up stories about flying night dragons, irritating superstitiousness, eclipse, portals. All right, the world is changing, but we must adapt and live on.
Okay, not sure about the accent. J45.
The man has broad shoulders and a dirty face.
Ask a situation man. Ask him to allow you to enter the mine. Tell him that Urberg sends you only if token A is in slot 4 it is. Slot 50, script 51.
Urberg has sent you? Bernard
Yes.
asks. Well, if he has trusted you, so will I. I had a theory, you know. I believe there could be a lot of valuable mineral deposits on the other side of the portal. I thought I could somehow go through it and start mining, but let's say I didn't have the courage to cross the barrier, and I think the profit isn't worth the risk. Now I wish someone could close that damned portal. You explained that this is your plan. Burn its size with relief. Alright, I know how to get there. Listen closely. Enter the mine and follow the minecart tracks. Then turn into the corridor with a lot of fluorescent fungi and follow the brook you will find there.
Okay, let's just write that down. Mine cart, fungi, brook. Okay, great. Go to script J45. Back
The man has brought...
Yeah, back to the man. Ask him to allow you in the mine. So we've done that, right? I wonder if I have to ask him to let us into the mine.
The mine is open. Bernard shrugs his shoulders. You don't need permission to enter. You look smart, so I guess you know what you're doing. Just don't touch the supporting beams or any other gear you find on the way.
Okay, here's what I'm going to do.
The man has broad...
Here's what I'm going to do very quickly. I'm going to leave here. I'm going to...
halt before...
Yeah. I'm going to quickly go to J11. Was it here I could buy... enter the smelter. Hold on.
The moment you enter the smelter...
Yeah.
Christine...
Yeah. Oh, it's not here. It must be the blacksmith. J20. I just want to go back and buy some stuff if it doesn't cost us any time.
The noise of the local...
Yeah, enter the smithy. It's going to cost us time to enter the smithy, so let's not do that. Okay, J18. We're going into the mine. We could go over here.
You halt before the entrance to the mine. There is a mine cart...
But I think based on time, let's just enter the mine. Go to script J50.
You enter the mine and follow long lamp-lit corridors. You are amazed by the number of side corridors. A person without a map and a clear goal could get lost here for days.
Go deeper into the mine. Go to script J57.
The exploration of the upper tunnels leads you nowhere. It is time to descend deeper into the mine.
Gain secret 52 and place it on the map. Okay, we can do that. Secret 52. And place it on the map so it connects to the mine entrance and covers script J18. Let's just move that out of the way. That goes there. That can stay there. Perfect. Okay. Continue the exploration. So we want to go to J61, right? Let's do J70 first. I'm just going to check these in case they cost time, because this one clearly is a fungi lit track, right? So we know we need to go there. J70. Let's do J70.
The tunnel keeps winding into the dark, and soon you reach another fork.
Okay. Gain secret 54. Jeez, it's not secrets over here. Gain secret 54. I'll keep these separated so in case we need any more of the secrets from there. Gain secret 54. Place it on the map so that the corridors with the railways connect. Holy cack. Look at this. Oh, there's another fungi tunnel. Oh no. He said to the end of the mine thingy, right? J71, I guess.
You follow the corridor until you meet a wall of solid rock. There is no other way, and sadly, you must turn back.
Okay. wonder if there's any hidden numbers on these things. We're going down J74. I'm assuming this is where we came in. Let's just do J... Oh no, we lose a time. I'm just going to do J69. It's interesting.
You are in the main corridor of the mine. Daylight is up.
Okay, so stay in the mine, so we know what that is. We want to go to J74. Because he said to go down here, not do anything around here, J74.
You follow the tunnel until you see another fork.
Gain secret 55. Place it on the map so the bottom corridor with the mushrooms on the secret connects to a corridor with J74. Follow the brook. This looks like a brook, I think, or is that a brook? Hold on. Let's just have a look at this. I'm not sure if this is a brook or not. Let me just show you what I'm looking at. So you might not be able to see this, but obviously there's a lake down here, a reservoir. But just here under J66 might be a little bit of water. That might be a brook, I can't tell. Okay, well let's put that there. Or do we continue to... I'm going J66, I'm not sure it's right.
You have reached a vibrating wall of darkness, and you realize this is the portal's underground part. You feel fascination, blended with disgust, waking in you.
If you have the Light in the Shadows Part 6 status, we definitely do not. If you have the Eager Tamer Part 5 status, we definitely do.
Abruptly, Alvin passes you, clearly fascinated by the portal. He comes close to it and touches its surface, but the portal suddenly begins pulling him inside. You lurch forward and grab Alvin's hand, but the portal appears much stronger than you. Before you notice, both of you are dragged to the other side.
Alvin.
Your loyal mistlings
doofus.
follow.
What a donut. J72.
The portal throws you to the other side, and to your horror, there is no solid floor there. You fall, screaming and tumbling in the air, your stomach turning until you hit the surface of the water. You hurriedly crawl out of it, shocked and confused, but otherwise unscathed. The mistlings haven't suffered either. You have ended up in a shallow pool in the Shadow Realm. The moonless sky is dark with smudges of purple, and the air tastes acrid. The pond is in a valley surrounded by mountains, and all around you see nothing but empty wasteland. The only noticeable detail is a weird-looking tower on the horizon. The portal still pulsates above your head, but on this side it seems different, more fragile. It also doesn't appear so dark. It gleams and shines. You look around and notice a steep slope you could climb to reach the portal. Perhaps you could close it and still jump to the other side.
This bloody Alvin dude. Discard secret 41. Do I have secret 41? I don't know if I have secret 41. What is secret 41? Was I meant to have secret 41? Hold on. 41. Interiors. You're exploring closed space. You may only read scripts of the secret on the secret cards in the map. I see. Okay. So we've discarded secret 41. End the exploration. Open map 21. If token B is in front of you, discard it. Place secret 51 face down in the event slot. Set the time to 2. So we can get rid of all of these. I'm just going to quickly, I don't think we'll need this, but I'm just going to quickly take a picture of where all the tokens are, just in case. Not that I'm planning on going back or anything, but I just, you know, I think it's telling us, it's telling us to close the map, so we'll get rid of all of these. I think we keep this in front of us. We set the timer down here, that goes there. Get rid of secret 48. Um, 46, 47. Oh, good lord. 47, 48. 50. We need secret 51, I think it said. 51. They can go there. Perfect. Okay. We'll keep those mine ones out for now. Open map 21. Okay. Oh my god, look at this place. If token B is in front of you, discard it. Place secret 51 face down in the event slot. Set the timer to 2. The atmosphere in the shadow realm is thick. You feel the elements behaving differently than in your world. You don't want to think how uncomfortable your mislings must feel. You better not waste any time. Begin the exploration. Okay, let's have a little look over here then. And just see if there's any secret hidden numbers on this map. If they are, they're in the dark. It's very, very dark. It's really dark. Again, I can't see any. So dark. Okay, let's put this back down here. Let's put this here. Now, what time did I say? Set it to 2. Okay, what the heck are we going to do here then? Should we go to J78? Is that the tower? I'm guessing so. Should we go to J7? This must be up to the portal. Let's go to J78.
The grass in front of you emits red light. Amazed, you bend to carefully touch the blades, and then you cautiously step onto it. You are fascinated by the plants of the Shadow Realm, and you cannot believe how they thrive in such difficult conditions.
Continue the exploration. Okay, good. How do they thrive? J7.
You are standing before the entrance to a cave, and your thoughts run wild with expectation.
Enter the cave, why not? Go to script J86.
Darkness envelops you as you enter the cave, but thanks to the sheen of some bioluminescent lichen on the walls, your eyes adjust quickly. Your mistlings seem interested in the lichen, but they can't reach it. You halt to listen to the silence of the cave, and after a while you detect a soft sound coming from inside. You find it hard to determine what the source is.
If you have a torch or a light mistling, go to script J109. We do have a light mistling.
You notice tracks which look human.
Gather some lichen for the mistlings, venture further into the cave. Let's gather some lichen for the mistlings. We lose 1 time and we gain 3 power, which could be really useful. Okay, I'll tuck this over here. 1, 2, 3. The J07.
You are standing
Enter the cave, yeah.
Dark.
Continue. We do have that. We're going to
You notice
we're going to venture into the cave. J88. If token B is in slot 4, it's not.
As you venture into the dark of the cave, you unexpectedly spot a person cowering in the corner and trembling with fear. It is a boy. His wide-open eyes flash with madness, and his hands seem scratched and injured by talons. The boy notices you, and he tenses, ready to run away any second.
If you have someone is missing status, you figure out this is Stan. We do have that.
You patiently explain to the boy that you may take him home, and eventually his eyes flicker with understanding. The boy follows you, but still keeps his distance.
Again, somebody is missing part 2. Okay, continue the exploration. Great. I guess we go J81.
There are a lot interesting items and their parts at the foot of the tower. There are a lot of interesting items and their parts at the foot of the tower. The spot resembles a scrapyard. There could be something useful here.
Look for something noteworthy. Lose a time and go to script J80. Perform the test. We haven't done a test for ages. At the end of the test, if you have at least 2 eyeballs, lose a time. That's fine because we're at the thing. Light missings. Once per test, you may discard a card you just drew. If we've got a tool, you may discard a card you just drew. 5 or less, you gain a silver earring and lose 1 time. 6, you found a useful item. Discard 4 items from the equipment deck. Gain all the cards with tools on. Discarded this way. Continue exploration. You found an odd dented part that may have fallen from the top of the tower. If there is no token in there, so we want 7 really. Oops, hold on. Items. Okay. So, have we got anything that helps us with these? No, nothing. So let's start then. We've got 1 eyeball already, and number 1. We have 3. What did I say? Wanted 7, 6 or 7. So 4 now. We're up to 4. 5. I've got to push 1 more. We got a 3. 6, 7, 8. Oh, balls. I can use 1 to discard a card we just drew. Thank you. Thank you for that. So that's our light one gone. And then we got a 2. So 5, 6, 7. We only got 1 eyeball. You find an odd dented part that may have fallen from the top of the tower. If there is no token if there is no token in front of you, place it in front of you. Continue the exploration. Okay, interesting. These will go in the discard. And because we've got to continue the exploration, we're doing that down here. And this is in here, so we have to do this. Your mislings start feeling the effects of the prolonged exposure. Go to J75. Uh-oh. If token B is in slot 2, go to J65. No.
Your mistlings worry you. They seem weaker and even feeble. What is more, the portal begins to vibrate in an alarming manner. Fear rises in your heart, and suddenly you only want to leave this land for good.
Okay, place token B in slot 2. Okay, place secret 51 face down in the event slot and place the timer set to 3. Okay. That doesn't seem great. J79.
You reach the top of the observatory and freeze in awe as majestic scenery unfolds. You see black, jagged rocks, their shapes ominous against the dark red moonless sky. Some rocks radiate eerie pulsating light, making it easy to see the lofty crumbling remains of once haughty towns. Your attention is drawn to the tower with a weird-looking object on the top. It resembles a spyglass, and it seems broken. But who knows? Maybe it is fixable.
I know it's fixable. Try fixing the spyglass. Go to script J90. Perform the test. At the start of the test, if there is a darkness in front of you, there is, you may look at the top 4 item cards and discard as many as you want. Return the rest in chosen order. Strange widget you receive from the engineer starts vibrating as you approach the spyglass. It breaks into pieces, swirl around the device, slotting them into empty spaces. At the end of the test, if you have at least 2 eyeballs, you lose 1 time. I can use a set of tools. You may discard the card you just drew. Once per test, if token A is in front of you, you may discard a card you just drew. It is. You try to repair the spyglass with no success. But you couldn't make it work. That's 5 and you lose a time. On a 6, one of your mislings tried to help but hurt itself on a sharp screw. What a bloody idiot. Help itself on a sharp screw jutting out of the device. The spyglass is now working. Gain 3 damage. Go to script J93. 7, you have managed to fix the spyglass. Let's use it to look around. So we really want a 7. A 6 is acceptable in this situation. Okay, so Here we go. We have a 3. Oh, I could have, hold on. I could have looked at the top 4 cards. That's right, yeah. Slot, if you have a thing in front of you, you can look at the top 4 item cards. Then return them in any order. Okay, we can do that. Well, that seems fine. We'll put you there. We'll put you here. We'll put you here, and we'll put you here, right? That gets us to 7, which is what we want. So 1, 3, 6, 7. You managed to fix the spyglass. Let's look around this mysterious land.
You easily found a way to fix the spyglass. The instrument still looks delicate, but at least you can try to use it now.
Gain secret 57 and place it on the map. Okay. Okay, secret 57. Wait, what? To go like this? Right, okay. There's a line so that it matches line A printed on the map. Is that one? Guess it's that one. Okay, B doesn't really line up with B though, is the problem. Continue the exploration. I'm just going to do that bit again. Hold on.
You reach.
Try to fix the spyglass. We did that. Go to J90. We fixed it. Yeah, go to J93.
You
place it on the map so that it matches line A. So we're going to go to J82, right? Just going to put it there. J82.
You can move the spyglass and position it to see exactly what you want to look at. The machine looks really delicate though, and you need to be gentle as you operate it. Otherwise, it will fall to pieces.
Use the spyglass. Lose a time. Place secret 57 on line A, B or C. Secret 57. Oh. On secret 50, that's 53, you idiot. So that doesn't make sense. Secret 57. I don't have secret 57. Is that this? Yeah, okay. Oh, I see. So I'm lining this up, am I? Is that what we're doing? I don't know. Lose a time. Place secret 57 on line A, B or C or D. The line on the map should match the one with the overlay card. Okay, let me just put this card back in where it fell out of. Bear with me. 53. Okay, we're getting there, I promise. The line on the map should align with the overlay. I think that's what it's saying. If secret 57 is on line A, so if we did that, do we go to line A, B, C? I think C looks the weirdest. I'm going to go to C. Because these look like mushroom people.
You look through the spyglass and watch the gloomy reddish landscape of the Shadow Realm, with its jagged rocks and abandoned ruins. Among the shadows, you spot a few moving mushroom-like creatures.
If you have the Eager Tamer Part 5, go to script J107. We do have that.
You turn away from the spyglass and head for the way down when there is a loud thud behind you. Immediately, you look in the direction to see the pieces of the shattered spyglass on the floor. Alvin stands frozen with a broken-off knob in his hand, his face utterly confused. "Sorry about that," he mutters.
I literally got to look through one thing. Is that what you're telling me, Alvin? Let's just go back to J79 for a second. Was there anything else here?
You reach the top.
I was going to look at the portal, you buffoon. Okay, well I guess we're going to J95 then.
The top of the steep mountain is now one with the portal. Once you reach the top, you may try to close it.
Okay, well let's attempt to reach the top, shall we? Climb to the top. Oh, I've dropped a card. This ends the scenario. Go to script J99.
As you climb, you are startled by the unexpected croak of an Aluca. The flying creature takes a turn in the air and swoops down to attack you.
Okay. Set up combat. Arena card 1, map 4, enemy Aluca modifiers. If you have the Eager Tame Part 5 Alvin's, young Gaddon distracts the Aluca for a moment, giving you time to plan your next move. Search 5. Okay. If token A is in slot 3, you know that Alucas like baubles. It's not there. If you have an Earth in front of you, we don't. Okay. Let me just put these cards away. We'll set up the combat and then we'll go from there. So 50, 50, 50, 52, 54 and 55. Okay. Right, we'll get combat set up and we will be right back. Okay, we are back. We are set up and ready to go. We're going to use our Emberling. We're up against the Aluca. Let's just run through what's going on. We are fighting in the Mountain Pines arena. Place an unstable cone in each of the umbrella spaces apart from the middle one. When you move to a space with an unstable cone, discard it and deal 2 damage to an opponent in range 2. When the enemy moves to a space with an unstable cone, discard it without any effect. The Aluca has 40 health, does 4 damage and has 1 movement. We have 30 health, deal 5 damage and have 2 movement. Its special abilities, it triggers on a 2. If it gets a circle, it's going to attack with Pierce 3, then rush with an attack of Pierce 3. Youchie. If it gets a square, it's going to cleanse weak. It's going to cleanse weak, then rush +2, then trigger. And then if it gets a triangle, rush, interrupt 2 in range 3, deal silence in range 3. Special ability is blink 7 towards an opponent and attack with Pierce 1. If it's fighting an Earth Elemental, it would then Pierce 1 again. To tame it, fight back. It has 20 health or less. Show off. End your turn in range 1. Overpower. Deal at least 8 damage to an Aluca in a single turn. Snap out of it. Snap it out of its rage. Aluca has 5 or less hit points. So we might be just killing this guy. Now let's show you the minis because this is quite interesting to me. So first off, look at this muscly bird. Look at it. Let's try and get it in zoom a little bit better. Look how scary and muscular it is. Look at his biceps. It's huge. Okay, so that's who we're fighting. This is us. This is what we went from. This is what we went to from our little Emberling. Now, the best thing about this is us, but we have a little sibling to look after, right? Look at this. Look, it's the size of my fingernail. Look at it. There's our little Emberling. Right, so we're going to tuck this down here. We'll tuck this just down here, just at the bottom here so you can see it. Then we will grab us. We start in this space here. He starts in this space here. We have a couple of options with this. We get to, because we have the Eager Tamer 5, our Alvin's Gaddon distracts the Aluca, we get to search 5. So we can search through here and find 5 cards that we want, putting them out, ready to put out. If we had an Earth Elemental, we can, or token in front of us, we can do some stuff. If you have token A, you know that Aluca's like baubles in front of us. We did have a token A, I'm not sure whether we got that, where we got that. So we can use that to move the Alucas by by 2 spaces by spending 1 silver. So first things first, let's have a look at what we can do, because we've never used ours. Duo, move the Sibling by 1 space. We can spend 1 power. Oh yeah, sorry, we've got 3 power. We can spend 1 power to move the Sibling by 1 space. If the Sibling is not in the arena, place the Sibling standee in range 1. Sibling cannot be dealt damage. Misslings cannot move or be placed in a space with a Sibling. For 2 power, Sincere Effort, deal 1 burn damage in range 1 of the Sibling. 8 Fire Breath, deal 8 damage in range 3. Then we have Elemental Action 5, do Fury, which is an attack. Okay, so we need to have a look through our cards. This might take us a minute. We need to look through our cards to figure out what we might want to put down in what order, right? Let's just read Search. Search is, look at the top 5 X cards of your deck, choose 1 and place it on top of the deck. Place the rest at the bottom. I'm assuming we can do this before we put them out, but I'm not sure. So these are our 5. Okay, interesting. So Firebolt could be really good. Deal 4 plus 2 burn in any range in line. Then if it's a wind, trigger. Okay, but we can only ever trigger once. What are they going to do? On a triangle, they're going to rush. It can move 1. Interrupt in range 3. Deal silence in range 3. So he's going to come and stand next to us anyway, so it's not really that much point in us moving, because he's going to be doing these things regardless of what we do. It's not hitting us. Okay, we've got a load of ways to get power, which could be useful, but I wonder if we go Energy Geyser, which would be, we put that in the end here. Discard 4, it's an upgrade card. All of your action effects that deal magical damage deal an additional 2 magical damage. And then, next turn we can do Firebolt, deal 4 damage and rain in any line, and 2 burn. Then trigger, and then we can do even more. Okay, I think that's what we're going to do. We'll put you here, we'll put you here, then you, then you, then you. Oh, the wrong way round, hold on. Like that. Whoopsie, like that. Okay. So, I think I put these the wrong way round. No, we're all good. Right, I think we're ready to go. Apologies that you can't see the heads of the enemies, but let's just do this. So, we've got our Energy Geyser, we've got our Firebolt, we've got our Rain of Cinders, and we've got our Shared Experience. Now, let's just have a think about this. Silence. What does Silence do? We've got a combat card somewhere. I remember seeing it. Can't remember what Silence does. Bear with me. I think it just means I can't use my special ability. It's back this way somewhere. Hold on. It's back this way. Silence is... Misslings with Silence cannot use their special abilities and elemental bonus actions. Okay. Okay. So it is going to rush and interrupt 2. So that's bad news. 2 of my cards are going to go. Didn't think this through very well. And it's going to do that in range of 3. So even if I moved here, 1, 2. I can only move here. Even if I moved here, it's going to move 1 and then 1, 2, 3. So I could actually move these around. It's not ideal, but it would get us out of the way. But what else is it going to do? Do silence in range 3. Okay. Okay, well look, maybe we still don't worry about it. I'm going to use one of these to bring out my little sibling. Okay, and we're going to put him right here. I'm going to put him here. Okay, right in the middle here. Then I'm going to use my energy geyser, so I get 3 of these. 1, 2, 3. Then I have to discard 4 of these to tuck this under my card. But this means every time we do damage, we're going to do magic damage. We're going to do additional 2 magic damage. This moves up, this moves up, this moves up. I could spend 1 silver to move this dude. Is it better if I spent 1 silver? That puts him here. I'd still need to move, which I could, to be here, and I'll be out of range. Okay, let's do that. So I'm going to spend 1 silver to move him to 1, 2, and then I'm going to spend this last one to 1, 2. Oh wait, he only moves. Oh no, I get to move him 2, right? Let's just read that. You may now spend 1 silver to move the Aluca by up to 2 spaces. So he goes here. I move 2 back this way. I've spent all of my energy, but now 1, 2, 3. He can't do anything with us. And I don't want to be next to the cone, actually, because when he gets closer, we can use that. Okay, let's turn this over. I'm not sure that was the greatest turn, considering we got to look at all of the cards. But nonetheless, he's doing a triangle. The triangle is rush. Boop. If he ends his turn, when it moves to a space with an unstable current, not when you're next to it, that's fine. Okay, so he moves 1, and then he's going to interrupt 2 in range of 3. 1, 2, 3, he's not in range. Deal silence in range of 3. All good. But then he's going to blink towards us in the next one and pierce 2 and do 4 damage. Not ideal, but I didn't think this through very well. Okay. Okay, let's do Rain of Cinders. So we're going to deal 3 damage in any range. Sorry, that was a lorry going past. 3 damage in any range to each other Mistling, so that's him. We do 3 magical damage, but it gets +2. So he's up to 5 damage. And I can put 1 burn on him. There you go, buddy. Because he's a wind. I didn't actually look at what he's doing. He's doing the same thing. That's not ideal. So we use this, so we get 2 of these. Now he's going to move here. 1, 2, 3. We're still out of range, right? 1, 2, 3. That's great news. So these move up. This goes here. However, he's then going to jump towards us, which isn't great. So this goes here. We do another triangle, and the triangle is rush, boop. Deal interrupt in range 3. 1, 2, 3. So that's not us. Deal silence in range 3. But then he's going to blink forward towards an opponent and attack. Pew. And he is going to attack for 4 damage with Pierce 1. So we take 4 damage. I've got no way of stopping that. Although I do have some cards down here. Let's just have a little look at them. I can heal before any combat. During combat I can blink 2 and attack, or attack and blink 2 if you have a wind Mistling. I don't. Okay. End of his turn, he's going to take 1 damage from the burn. Feel the burn. Okay, so he's up to 6. what's he going to do next? He is going to circle. Attack, pierce, rush, and an attack. So I'd like to be out of range of him. But I don't know how I do that. I move 2, so I could move 1, 2 here. And then 1, 2. He's still going to be in range. Could spend more money to... I think I'm going to have to spend more money to move him back again. Okay, we're going to do Firebolt. We put it here for a reason. 1, 2, 3. Hold on, before we do that, I'm going to spend 1 of these to move 2. 1, 2. The cone, when you move to a space of the cone, discard it and deal 2 damage to an opponent in range 2. It's magical damage, so I'm guessing we add all your action cards. We don't add it to that. We do 2 more damage to him. 1, 2, so he's up to 8. Okay, then we're doing Firebolt, which is deal 4 damage in a line. So he's doing 6 damage. So let's just get rid of these and get a 10. So he's up to 14 damage. And then I get to trigger. Hold on, I did burn, right? 2 burn. So we can put 2 burn on him. I think I might end up... Oops, that's 3. I think I might end up doing too much damage to him. And killing him is what happened last time. So that's 2. Then I can trigger, because he's wind, so I can deal 3 damage in range 2. That goes up to 5 damage. So there we go. Magical damage. So he's now up to 19. And I may spend 1 to deal 1 burn. So that's that. And if he was water, I'm able to do something else. Then I'm going to spend a coin to move him back 2. With that being the case, I'm then going to spend as my bonus action 1 more token to put 1 burn on him from here. Oh no, it's 2. I'm going to spend 2. Deal 1 burn in range 1 of the sibling. Right, burn before taking discard. Before burn is discarded at the end of the turn, gain 1 damage for each burn. Just read this again. Each Mistling discards 1 condition token at the end of each type at the end of its turn. And then I'm going to... Yeah, so I spent a coin to move him back 2. I think that's us done. We can move these 2 up. I've got 2 cards that are identical. That's not ideal. Okay. That's me done. He's doing a circle, and that circle is attack with Pierce 3, rush and attack with Pierce 3. Nothing else happens there. Then we do burn damage, so he takes 4 damage. That goes on there. We're now doing burn properly. We did it incorrectly before. We get rid of 1 of these. Let's just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's just change this to a 10. So we have done this one. End your turn within range 1 of him. Next turn he is squaring, which is cleanse weak, rush +2, and then trigger. So he's going to do the next card, but we may as well do it, right? Okay. So next up he's going to do square, cleanse, rush +2, then trigger. And ultimately it's going to be an attack, but I think that's fine. End your turn within range 1. Deal at least 8 damage to him in a turn. So I'm just going to have a look through these cards. I really want to get some cinders. Sorry, some power. Because if I can get 8, I can do a fair amount of damage to him. Okay, I'm going to spend this one to move 2. 1, 2. I am going to use shared experience to get 3. 1, 2, 3. Then gain 1 from adjacent slot to the right of this card if applicable. I can't. Then I'm going to gain 2 if I'm in range 1 of our sibling, which I am. That goes there, that goes there, that goes there. We're about to take a bit of a beating, but I think it's okay. Well, we're about to find out if it's okay. Do I want to do anything else? Do I want to put another burn on him or anything? I don't think so for the time being. Let's turn this over. Okay, it's his go. He's doing a square. Square is cleanse weak. He's not weak. Rush +2, so he moves here. Trigger. So he's going to put that there, and he's going to do a triangle, which is rush, interrupt in range 3, so 2 in range 3, so he gets rid of those. Deal silence in range 3, so we put silence on us. He didn't attack, but then he's going to do his special, which is blink 7 towards the opponent and attack. He's going to hit us for 4, so we're up to 8 damage. Okay. We can't move these up, which is bad news. Oh, and then he takes 3 damage. We ended our turn. Oh no, if we stay here, we're going to end our turn in range 1. Next up, he's doing circle, which is attack, rush, attack. Ugh. I don't really want to be standing next to him for that. But I can move 1 back, right? So I only take 1 of those hits. I don't really want to keep putting burn on him. He's on 26 hit points. We need to get him down to 35. So maybe putting more burn on him isn't the worst shout. Okay, we're going to do this one, which is only one of these. Attack, if this attack deals any damage, so we're going to attack for 5. He has no shield, so that's another 5 to him. Oh dear. Right, and then if the attack deals any damage, deal burn 1 in range 1. So he's back up to 3. If you're in range 1 of a sibling, deal burn 1. So he's up to 4. I think we're going to kill him. Okay, then I'm going to spend 1 of these to move 2. No, I'm going to spend 1 of these to move 1, I think. Right, this moves up, this goes here, this goes here, this goes here. Okay. Have I got anything that does 8 damage to him? This does 3 burn and then triggers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm going to be able to do it. So we lose our silence because we didn't do our special. He is going to do a circle, which is attack with Pierce 3, then rush, and then attack with Pierce 3, which does 4 damage to us. One, 2, 3, 4. Let's get rid of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we're up to 10, 12, and he's on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's another 10. So he's on 32. We're on 12. Okay, show off. End your turn within range 1 of the whatever it's called. So I've got to stay here. He's going to do quite a lot of damage to us. Cleanse, rush, and then trigger. Oh, he's going to do a load of damage to us. Maybe we just kill him. I would like to tame him. Oh, he takes 4 damage. Sorry, he takes 3 damage. 4 damage. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is bad news. I don't know how I'm going to do this without messing this up. So he takes that. So what do I need to do? End your turn within range 1 of him. I need to deal 8. So I have to end my turn next to him, and then he's going to hit. So let's just think about it. He's going to hit me for a square, which is going to cleanse, weak, rush +2, and then trigger. So you can do whatever the next card is. So that could be, 2 attacks, which, let's add that up, would be 8 damage. Then that would put us up to 20. Then he's going to do his special ability, which is Blink 7, an attack, which is going to be another 4 damage. So that would put us on 24. I mean, we can take it, but it's a lot. If he gets another square, we can only trigger once. Okay, let's end our turn here. Let's see how this goes. We'll put this on this. It's his go, so the square comes here. Here's a square, what are the chances? He is going to cleanse weak, then rush, he doesn't need to, then trigger 2. Then trigger. So that goes there. And he's going to do square again, which is the same thing. Can't trigger again, you can only trigger once per turn. Then he's going to blink 7 and attack for 4, so we take 4 damage. So we're up to 16. Okay, end of his turn, he takes 3 damage. So he's up to 38. No, sorry, 38. No, 39. Can't add up. So on our turn, we can do this one. So 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. We can deal 3 damage in range of, 3 burn in range of 1. And we could trigger if we wanted to. I don't want to. I can then overpower him. Overpower, deal at least 8 damage to Aluca in a single turn. Normally they say you don't have to do damage if you don't want to. And this one doesn't. Now I'm a bit worried. Okay, I'd have taken a load of less damage if I'd have just tried to kill him. Let's bring up the old app thingy. I'm trying to tame the Aluca, and I'm on step 3 of the taming, which says overpower, deal at least 8 damage to the Aluca in a single turn. I don't want to kill it, but 8 damage would kill it. Do I have to do that damage to him? Additionally, step 4, the final step, is snap it out of its rage. Aluca has 5 or less damage. If I killed it with 8 damage, it would have 5 or less damage. Can I tame it in this instance? There's no way AI is going to be able to figure that out. It's such a garbled message. And if AI can figure out what I was saying and gives us a reasonable answer, I suspect that AI is the future, But my gut feeling is we're going to do too much damage to it to kill it, because most other tame cards say you do not have to apply this damage. Overpower conditions. You need to deal at least 8 damage to the Aluca in a single turn. If dealing damage would result in the Aluca's death health being reduced to 0 or less, typically win the combat instead of taming it. However, you can fulfill the overpower conditions without reducing its health to 0. You can proceed to the next step. Okay. However, if you can fulfill the overpower condition without reducing it to 0. No, okay, so let's read that again. You need to deal at least 8 damage to the Aluca in a single turn. If dealing 8 damage would result in the Aluca's health being reduced to 0 or less, you would typically win the combat instead of taming it. However, if you can fulfill the overpower conditions without reducing its health to 0, you can proceed to the next step. I think that means we're done, right? Snap out of it. The condition requires it to be 5 or less. If you manage to fulfill the overpower condition without defeating the Aluca, you can work on reducing its damage. Sorry, its health. If dealing 8 damage would defeat the Aluca, you would not be able to fill the taming conditions as required. You may need to find a way of dealing exactly 8 damage without exceeding its maximum. Got no hope there, mate. It's going to die either way when we do burn. With that being the case, I guess we do our fire breath. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We do 8 damage to it. The Aluca is dead, but we do not get to tame it. That is disappointing. This is the problem with burn. I've found this a couple of times. You stack loads of burn on it and then you cannot do it. You cannot do what you need to do. Okay, well look, let's go to win, go to script J100.
The Aluca has understood that there is no point fighting. You and your mistlings are much stronger. Bruised and exhausted, it grabs its most precious trinkets and flies away, leaving the nest behind. There is little chance it will ever come back.
Each mistling that took part in the combat heals up to half their health, so we're at 15. Gain 2 essence. Thank you. Love a bit of essence. 1, 2. Add the Aluca to the random combat. Oh, sorry. Aluca card 4. A side up to the Mistling Encyclopedia. Let's do that. Let's make sure we don't lose our little buddy here. The Aluca card 4 to the Encyclopedia. We can take the random. The Aluca card from this. I'm assuming it's going to be this end. No, young Aluca. There it is. It's going to cost 5 to tame. We have 6. Interesting. Okay, that goes in there. This can go over here. Clear the arena. If you have the consequences status, go to script J10. Do I have the? I don't think I have the consequences status. I feel like I know if I have the consequences status. Let's just grab this and have a little look. Consequences, no. Okay. Each mistling took part in the combat gain 2 essence. Add the Aluca. Add the Aluca tier card to the random combats. Clear the arena. I felt like this was going to be over, but maybe I have to get the map back out? I'm not sure. Let's just have a look. Go to script J98. Let's just run through this.
Your muscles trembling with exhaustion, you reach the top of the mountain. The portal is literally within hand's reach, and now the time has come to try to close it. You sigh as you realize how tough the challenge could be. Also, if you succeed, will you be able to get back to your own reality before the portal disintegrates?
Good question, I don't know. Go to script J96. Wouldn't it be...
You prepare the mistlings to direct their power right into the surface of the portal. It may be the best or even the only way to close it. All the time, however, you scan the portal to find any weak spots.
Shuffle the discard pile into the item deck. I was about to say, wouldn't it be funny if the way we close this portal is a test? Wouldn't that be comical? And it sounds like we are about to do a test. Okay. If a wind is in front of you, you may spend 6 silver to discard it. The Aluca is sure that to follow anything. No, it's not in front of us, so we're fine there. Let's just tuck this back in the arena card slot. There we go. Let's bring this back over here. I guess we'll bring this back over just in case we need it, but I don't know if we do. Oh no, I've moved all of these things around. I don't think we do need this, but I don't know where these were. Okay, oh no, that was in front of us for the combat. I don't know where that was. shuffle the discard pile. Yeah, we've done that. Perform a test. Okay, great. When you have 3 eyeballs, the test ends immediately. Resolve the matching outcome. Start the test. If you have an Eager Tamer Part 5, you can choose any card from the item deck and place it aside. Shuffle the item deck and place the chosen card at the bottom of the deck. For each of the portal knowledge statuses you have, we've got 0. Great, that went well. You may discard a card you just drew. If a wind is in front of you, each card with an odd number is treated as a card with a value of 1. If I get 11, your efforts are in vain. If you get 12 and 13, what a success. If you get 14, your efforts are in vain. I have nothing that helps me with this test. This is us just doing this. Oh my, I'm so screwed. So I can look for something to put at the bottom. When we get 3 eyeballs, we're done. I mean, I guess I put the... I don't know. There's a lot of eyeballs in here. I wonder if I want this card with the 2 eyeballs in here. I think we're ending in failure here. It's going to take a real slice of fortune for this to go well. I can see the cards. What am I doing? Hold on. I knew there was something wrong with my shuffling. I can look at the numbers. Okay. Here we go. I can't believe this is a test. It's a test and we get a 2 and an eyeball straight off the bat. Can't believe we don't have any portal knowledge. We get a 4, so we're up to 6. Okay. We get a 3, so we're up to 9. Huge. We get a 1, we're up to 10. Please do not give us a 4. We're up to 2, so 2, 4, 6. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Holy crap, how has that happened? Let's just add these up. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Oh my lord. What a success. Go to J97.
The ground beneath your feet trembles, and the slope begins to crack loudly. Jagged chunks of rock break off and roll down, yet you see none of it. Awestruck by the sudden transformation of the portal, you watch the portal tremble and undulate, only to begin shrinking. You realize that your efforts have paid off. The curse on Moongur is disappearing. Another thought snaps you out of shock. Your last chance to leave the Shadow Realm may vanish any second. You call the Mistlings, and in a desperate effort, you leap through the shrinking portal into your home world.
Nice. Okay. Go to script J103.
Together with the Mistlings, you land on the soft grass. With relief, you notice 2 moons over your head, and there is no portal. You've done it. The threat is gone. You look around and see the lights of the village. You wish there was time to go down there and say goodbye, but you must move on. Before people see the difference, you will be far away.
Well, that's not true. I found the bloke's friend. Gain the portal knowledge 4 star. Had none. No portal knowledge whatsoever. I wonder if I should have been ticking some of those off. Gain a portal 4 status. You manage to close the portal. Your experience will certainly come in handy later. If you have someone is missing, there we go, part 2 status, the boy falls on the grass close to you, but he springs up and rushes towards the lights of town. You call him, but there is no reaction. He clearly cannot wait to get home. If you have the light in the shadow 6, schooled, well, no, we don't have that. Congratulations, you reached the end of the scenario. Take the world map. Didn't he say he was going to give us a reward? Unbelievable. We need to tuck these back behind here. You here. Sorry about that. Right, okay. If you take the world map, we can do that. Okay, here's the world map. Flip world card map 10 over. There we go. Open a random booster. Place the cards behind the unlock card divider. I think this is the last random booster that we have, you know. Let's tuck these here. Let's grab you. Open a random booster. Let's just quickly move this out of the way. So you can go back in there. You can go over there somewhere. Okay, here comes our random booster. We are in. Okay, let's just zoom in and we'll have a look at each one of these. We have Groundbreaker Slam. Deal 7 damage in range 1. Reduce this magical damage by the opponent's shields instead of their magical shield. At the beginning of your turn, deal weak or silence. We have Dark Pact. Look at this little dude. Take all your condition tokens and place them on an opponent in range 1. Gain 1 damage for each token placed this way. Spend 2 power to trigger. That's pretty cool. I like that a lot. Tailwind. Move if you are in a petal space, attack with Pierce 2, and if you're fighting Earth, move again. Okay. Sundering Glare. Gain 1 power. Your effects dealing magical damage have Pierce 2. Okay. Tempest Embrace. Deal 2 damage in range, magical damage in range 3 plus X magical damage where X is your movement. That's huge. If we could have tamed that, if we could have tamed this dude, we might have been in luck. Okay, oh, but his movement's only 1 actually. Fire Barrier. When you and your ally gain 1 power, each time an opponent finishes their move within range 1, you deal burn. That's pretty good. I think we've got Fire Barrier here, so we'll tuck this one here and we'll tuck this one out of the way. Okay, it's a nice looking card. Right, next we have Magnetism. Move the opponent in range 3 by up to 2 spaces. You may spend 3 power to trigger. If you're on a petal space, gain a shield of 4. Elemental Waters. Heal 3, Cleanse 3, Search 3. Nice. And then finally, Melting Embrace. Move, attack. You may discard 1 burn from your Mistling or from an opponent in any range to add 2 to your attack. That's pretty nice as well. I like that. Okay, that's that done. Open a random boost pack, place all the cards in the unlock, take all of the advancement cards. Take all of the advancement cards, shuffle them, draw 8 cards, 1 fewer. We've got 2 fatigue, and your missing decks to a maximum of 3. So we're going to get what? 6. Choose 3 cards. So we've seen most of these. Energetic Infusion. Depending on the slot, we get a power. We get Sundering Roar. Gain 2 magical damage, gain 2 power, discard 2 cards, interrupt 2 in any range. That's pretty nice. What's this one? Inertia. Choose 1, move to +2 and attack -2, attack +2 and move -2. Defensive Stance. Gain 1 power, +2/+2. Got 2 more to go. Quick Learner. Gain 1 power. Your special abilities cost 2 less to a minimum of 1. And then the last one. Hunch. Move, trigger 1 chosen card to the left of this card. I don't know which ones we want. I guess we'll take the Inertia one. I can't see us using it very much. And maybe we'll take Sundering Roar. Because we've got a load of these already. We'll take these 3. Again, I'm not sure they're that vital to what we're trying to do with our deck, but we'll put these here. So these will go in here. Oh no, you 2 and then you lot go here. And these go behind the advancement deck again. There we go. And then you lot go in this deck over here. Now the problem I've got is that this deck is chock-a-block that we've got over here. So this is where all of our unlocked cards go. I guess I'm going to have to put these back in the box over here. So let's do that. I can put them right at the back of the box if I can get them in there. Sort of. Oh, sorry about that. I can sort of get them in there. It's now pretty tight again. I don't know if it's going to fit. Okay. That can go in there. The Aluca cards can go back in here at the front. Okay, and that is us done, I think. We don't have anything else to do. Removal fatigue, fully heal your mislings, save the game and go on to another scenario. So scenario J is done, our hometown is done. Next up we'll probably head back to our hometown and do some bits and pieces here. Then we've got either the Shadow Alliance or the Dragon Alliance to go to, and I think that's going to be us done. So you know, that mission told us it was difficult. We were really fortunate to level up both of our mislings straight away, but you know, with the young Luminesca, we didn't actually have to use it. I thought it was going to be more combat. I guess if we'd have gone over to the field, there would have been more combat. But this is us. This is us done. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, hit the like button, the subscribe button. All of those things really help. If you want to support the channel and help me continue making these videos, go and check out Patreon, where we have lots of videos going up, our own teaching videos when we're learning how to play a game, some playthroughs. We've got some deck building stuff going on over there. I think we'll do some roguelike runs when we get to it, once we finish the campaign. But once we've finished the campaign, we're going to do Foray into the Shadow Realm or something, I think it's called, which is the expansion. So we'll carry on with that, and then we're going to be looking for a new campaign game to play. So if you have any ideas, let me know. There's a few I've got my eyes on. There's Iridia, there is Oathsworn, to say the least. So if you've got any thoughts on those, but if there's a different campaign game that you're looking to see, then let me know, and we'll finish up just having a look at this little dude. Thank you so much. I'll see you again soon.